Oh, hey there, Dreamer. My name is Clever Trev, and I've got a real quick tutorial to explain to you how to make an easy and simple on and off switch in Dreams on the PlayStation 4. So the first thing you want to do is go into your gadgets, sensors and input, and we're going to throw down a controller sensor. Second thing you want to do, go into your logic and processing and select a selector gadget. Throw that here. And finally, depending on what you're turning on and off, for the example that I'm going to use here, we're going to turn on and off a light. So I'm just going to throw a light here. Alright, so next thing, you're going to scope into your controller sensor, and I'm going to go over to important properties, and I'm going to turn on remote controllable. And now, depending on what button you want to use to turn off and on your switch, for this example, I'm going to use the triangle button. So I'm going to click on this output of the triangle button, and I'm going to connect it to the move to next output on our selector gadget. Lastly, we're going to click on our B output on our selector gadget, and we're going to connect it to our light. And if we go to play mode, all I have to do is hit triangle, and check that out. I'm hitting triangle on, triangle off. Boom, boom, boom. Nice and easy. Real simple. Now we're going to get a little more advanced real quick. Let's say you want your puppet to control this on and off switch. So we're just going to actually delete our controller sensor, and instead we're going to just throw a puppet in there. So I'm going to go to gameplay gear, and I'm going to go to my blank puppet deluxe. And this could be any of your puppets. It doesn't have to be a blank puppet like I'm using here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scope in to my puppet, and I'm going to scope into my puppet logic. And kind of similar to what we did earlier, I'm going to scope into my controller logic, and then scope all the way into my controller sensor, like that. Now I'm actually going to back out a little bit, but I'm going to keep this page up. And now just what we did earlier, we're going to use triangle again. I'm going to connect my triangle button to my move to next output input on our selector. And we already have B hooked up to the light. You're going to keep that the same. So now if we go to play mode and I select my puppet, and now if I hit triangle, it does the same thing. It turns it off and on. So there's a lot of different variances that you can do with this. I was just showing you the most simple basic way, but there's lots of different things you can do with it. But once you get this core down, you should be able to modify it. If you have any questions, please comment in my comment section. I'd be happy to answer your questions. That's about it, friends. My name is Clever Trev. Happy dreaming. Over and out.
Welcome to Clever Trev Gaming.